if I'm going to be honest, I didn't anticipate this movie resonating with me at all. I knew nothing about this movie at all. And honestly, when I put it on the schedule, I was like, I'm not even sure if I'll be able to find this movie. You can rent it pretty much anywhere movies are rented. I don't know if like people have heard of this movie beforehand, but like until I did research, I did not know this movie existed. So I put it on the calendar. I said, all right, we'll get to it when we get to it. And well, we've been talking about Robin Williams for about 4 or 5 months now, and we got here. I have no idea what the movie's about. I watched it and I was like, whoa. As Morbius says, intriguing. The Night Listener was released in 2006. It was written by Armistad Maupin and Terry Anderson and Patrick Stetner. Stetner, that's a hard word to say. Directed by Patrick Stetner. Now, no spoilers, but the general idea of this film is it's about Robin Williams, he's a gay night radio host, and he comes across this young boy who has AIDS, and he is dying at home in a different state far away. And we see here Robin Williams kind of struggle with the idea of maybe this kid doesn't exist, because the kid kind of sounds a lot like his mother, and he's never actually seen the kid, and no one has seen the kid. So it's about him struggling with the idea of maybe this person is just creating this fake person just for publicity reasons and for monetary reasons, which leads him to kind of spiral down and try to do his own investigation into figuring out, is the kid real? Now, I'm going to go ahead and say something that's a little bit of a spoiler. Sort of. We never find out if the kid is real or not. Everyone, I'm sure, that watches this movie will have different thoughts. I will have to say what I think is real in order to continue this review. I don't think the kid is real. I believe that Toni Collette was making this up to get money and publicity. And I think that's a really cool idea. Awful, don't do it. But like a really interesting idea for film and for a book. Which this is based off of a book, and it's a book that I might consider reading someday, because actually it's pretty intriguing to me. But I like how there are subtle filmmaking hints to kind of lead you either way. Like, for instance, the first half of this film in particular, you see Rory Culkin quite a bit, the guy who plays the kid. And you can kind of, you develop this understanding of you like the character, you want him to be real, so in your head he's real. For me, as soon as I heard the rumor that oh, it kind of sounds like Toni Collette, so maybe the kid's not real, I knew where the movie was going, which brought me to, it's kind of predictable. From the first 20 minutes, we knew we were never going to find out. We don't know. We don't know. You can't tell me that you know, because we don't know. So I knew where it was going to go, and that was really frustrating. It also kind of takes its time, and it is also really short. Two things that don't go together very well. It takes its time, which is good for a movie like this, if you want it to be a psychological thriller, which it is, a psychological mystery, I would say, and it takes its time getting through it, but it's at a runtime of only an hour and a half. It kind of just ends, and you're just I don't know if I'm supposed to understand something by the end of this, but I don't, and that's kind of where it leaves you, and that can be a little frustrating for sure. And the performances are really good. Robin Williams gives one of my favorite performances of his, honestly. It's probably top 10 for me. Not movie, but performance, definitely. It's up there. It's not comedic. And I think he's a great comedian, but he does do well at straight performances. It's just whenever he chooses to do a straight performance, they're almost always bad movies. So I was excited to see a movie that was good, at least. I'm not saying it's a great movie, but it is a good movie where he does portray someone good. Rory Culkin is awesome. Toni Collette is just really, really good. And it's an interesting movie. I don't want to spoil anything else. I'm going to leave it a little short here, but it is definitely a movie that people will watch if they like psychological mystery thrillers, which is a very specific kind of genre, but it's a genre people tend to like, and I really like it, and I think that it worked really well, and I had a really good time watching this. I was really hoping that there was going to be a payoff at the end, and unfortunately there wasn't, but oh well. But it's a fun movie. I'm going to go ahead and give The Night Listener a B. Have you guys seen The Night Listener? Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought about it. I had a whole bunch of fun. You can find it renting. I rented it, I think, on Redbox, so check it out there if you're interested. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate it. Please consider subscribing if you're not already. Helps me out a whole lot. I would truly appreciate it. And as always, keep watching movies and television. Stay educated, and I'll see you guys in the next video.